Abby. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Mello. Hi, Kiwi. Hi, Tony. Hi, Artless. And that is everyone. Chill the heck out. Cozy vibes have been activated. Good. I switched from a hoodie to a t-shirt because chill is dangerous when you're like half sleepy. But I'm definitely more energized today. I just needed to also not be too comfy. Hello, Portia. Or should I have said hello, Mellow Yellow from your friend Mellow. You could have said that. And you did, technically. Sorry. What a good start. Also, I keep forgetting to drop the way my voice comes through to me. I don't know why it comes through so fucking loud now. Feels like there was an update to my levels. Shove that to 50%. Yeah, 50% is better. I'll have to adjust my saving, save that. Anyway, how's everyone doing? It's Saturday. How is everyone doing on this Saturday? I feel much better, if anyone here is curious. I didn't sleep deeply, but I woke up with energy, which is a fucking upgrade from the past 5 days. I've been waking up with none since Wednesday morning. And I don't know what it was. It wasn't COVID, because I tested negative 3 times. I don't know what it is. I'm on 4th caffeinated drink. Damn, I'm on the 1st one, but I already cleaned the Chemex because I know I'm going to make a 2nd one. Okay, back to work. All right, enjoy work, Abby. Thanks for stopping by. 41 is the limit before overdose and unaliving with caffeine. 41 coffees? 41 coffees? That's a lot, first of all. Who the fuck drinks 41 coffees? But also, I wonder how many grams of caffeine that is, because it's different based on the coffee itself, you know? Okay, let me just reply to one last message. Because I just got it. Of course, like, I get no message. Okay. I'm done. This person's typing too many things. Me do, sir. Yes, me do. You did 41? What the fuck? Very sleepy. Yeah, I know. I think I've become immune to caffeine. That's not a good thing. I'm about to be in the same boat. Oh, no. Wait, why? No. Friends got me a buff Gengar figure. Oh, like Gengar, but like muscle, like tone and shit? Damn. I'm about to chug a ton of coffee later to get me through the day. You know it, Tony. I mean, you're up at 4 a.m. so, or 5 a.m., whichever it is now for you. Instead of chugging a whole bunch of coffee later, you could not wake up at 4. It's an option. Yet is the key word. No, I haven't yet. No, honestly, don't make your way to 41. If we're saying 41 is the amount of coffees it took for someone to die off caffeine, please don't test this theory. Please don't. This song ain't doing it. It ain't doing it for me. I'm too hot. I'm gonna open my patio door.
You smart.
Oh shit, someone's resubscribing.
Very smart.
Who just resubbed? Michelle!
You a genius.
Michelle with the 10 months.
I appreciate
Holy crap. Time flies.
you loyal.
Hi, Seb.
Hi, Michelle. Thank you for resubscribing for 10 months. Time flies. Time friggin' flies. What do you mean? Can you post it on general? What do you want? What do you want to post, Mello? My friend's got me a the buff Gengar. Of course you can. Yeah. Go for it. And on that note, bye friends. Bye, Abby. I'm about to have pull a few all-nighters. Good luck. No, the number 42. So 41 is the limit. I still wouldn't test the limit, you know? Not everyone's bodies reacts the same way. It's gonna be a busy Sunday. Oh no. Well, Tony, by all means, then don't bother about the stream, you know? Don't feel like you have to be here. If you got shit to do, don't you worry about it. I'm not expecting you to be here every time. You know that. But I'm clarifying it. If you're having a busy Sunday, don't worry about the stream. Come on now. Do what you gotta do. I'm gonna probably do some work tomorrow because I didn't do any all week. So tomorrow I'm probably gonna do some of that. Okay. How we doing today, y'all? Like, I have to do later. Nobody's up at 4 a.m. You know what? That makes sense. That checks out. That about checks out. Yeah. Today we're gonna learn about the friggin' brain. That's not what I meant to open. Why am I opening a whole bunch of weird things? What? I'd be confused. It's okay. Twitch was sending me a notification saying friends are going away. To be fair, I haven't cared for Twitch friends at all. Like, I've never added anyone as a friend on Twitch. I don't know what the purpose was. Anyway, doing amazing. Kind of scary. Why is it scary? Because you're doing amazing? There it is. Buff Gengar. All right, let me take a look. Let me take a look at your buff Gengar. Oh goodness, it is buff. Here, I'll show it to everyone. Oh, my picture. Oh, Sus doesn't have to be there today too, because we're actually learning. That's one heck of a back. And then this is like the trend right now on TikTok. Have y'all seen the drawings? Well, it's not a trend, but like the people that can draw have been doing like you take characters that have been together and dump them. And like one of them hits the gym and it's like whatever their face is plus a super ripped body. Has anyone seen this on TikTok? Just me? I think it's because I'm on fitness TikTok. Obviously, from enjoying fitness, I end up on fitness talk. You know, Discord, welcome back. Hello. It's 4 a.m. right now. Are you? And you're awake? Oh, Artless, I swear to you, Tony wakes up at this time every freaking day for whatever reason, or at least every stream day. But I think it's every freaking day, and it's I don't get it. Me and my brother are obsessed with that series. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I find like some of them are so well made. It's cool too because it's a trend for only those that are like artistically inclined enough, you know? Which I think is limiting in how the trend is, in the sense that like obviously not everyone can participate because not everyone can draw it. SpongeBob ones, yeah. Me and my brother are obsessed. I have to leave for a 1:15 appointment. Okay, but wanted to greet y'all and jump back on before the stream ends. Nice, you got this. Enjoy your appointment, whatever it is. I hope. Was I talking to my speaker? Why is this chick replying? Did I say the magic word? I didn't. Discord, thank you for resubscribing for 4 months. Now I'm freaking out thinking she's listening again.
Genius. I appreciate.
I really do appreciate you.
You loyal.
4 months.
And I intend on going for a long time still.
Well, all that counts is 4 months. Don't you worry how long you intend on going on. Speaker just wants to be included. Oh yeah, it definitely does. It's been doing that since yesterday. Like I haven't said the magic word and it's still the man I was used to being. I was trying to figure out your name. Hi. Sorry, I was like, what is this in one? What is the proper pronunciation? The man I was used to being. Hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am good. How'd you end up here? Welcome either way. Let's go. Hope you're feeling better today. I feel definitely better. I definitely feel better. I don't feel like amazing, but by coffee number 2, I will feel amazing. It's for whatever reason, 2 coffees have still helped me every single time. Like I felt like shit all week, but by the second coffee, I could function to a slight degree, you know? Like I could at least function a little. Abby, you back? What is this? Hi. Oh, also, I thought you were changing your name. Or whatever, that's gonna happen when you want. What am I don't know what to say anymore. Hi, Sammy and friends, it's been quite a while. I have to renew my sub, don't you worry about it. I'm on my computer. Oh yeah, next time you're on the computer. Yeah, don't do it from a phone. Hi. Also, okay, so there's gonna be new channel point redemptions. You will be able to get a VIP through channel points. Like for the month. It'll be the same deal. And it's a lot of channel points, you know, because I ain't finna give out VIPs to everyone. But you'll be able to use it and have it for the month. Which will be a nightmare for me to keep track of. But we'll do it. And there's going to be a few channel points added, like few channel points things added during the month of May. Potentially not for Monday. We'll see how well I work tomorrow. But I also still want to rest. It's still my Sunday. Pinky in the brain? What about it? Oh, for brain. Gotcha. I like the new lights. They're lovely. I have them right now. This is what I always have them as. It's like this, what's the name for the, it's in French, it's braise. Like the shards, like at the bottom of a fire. Well, not shards. Not blaze. What's it called? Like when the fire's kind of dead, but it's just like the embers. Embers! No, embers is what flies, isn't it? Isn't it what flies in the air? Either way, that's what this light kind of recreates. It's like a little faded, like a... this is 100% my mood all the time. Also, I didn't notice I washed the Positive Shit Show sweater. That's okay. Chucked it in the dryer. That's also okay. Oh, high heat. And it's safe to say it didn't shrink. Like it didn't, especially since I asked you, and it didn't shrink. And cool. So Artless sent me a message being like, hey, what was the result? Because I said I was drying. I was like putting all my merch in the dryer to test it for myself. I like to be the victim of tests since it's my own merch. And in my case, everything was fine. Everything turned out okay. Nothing shrank, but I also don't heat dry. I usually cold dry or like normal air dry. I don't turn on the heat setting on my dryer. So I figured, because that's usually what shrinks clothes. So I didn't do that. And I said that to Artless, but Artless is confirming that it didn't shrink. So that's really awesome. What I can say from the dryer for some of my merch is like maybe one strand of embroidery would pop out. So you just grab a lighter and you just burn out the excess. But other than that, the dryer did totally fine. So if you have your merch already, or if you're getting it, because literally on my end, every merch order is gone. It's so fun to see how fast they fucking pulled it off. It's really cool. Yes, some of you haven't received it yet, but on my end, like everything is shipped. So it's really cool. You monster, I need warm clothes? Why am I a monster for that? What you mean? Embers, coals. No, coals is like the, yeah. Okay, let me make sure. It's both, I think. I leave on a study abroad trip in less than a month. Fuck yeah! Where you going? Well, I guess don't dox yourself, but you know, be vague about it. Why am I a monster? Cat hat? Why? Why you do that?
Hey Seb, I got to go because I have friends waiting for me to play Call of Duty, but as always it's a pleasure to see you and talk. I'll check the stream between my game. Have a nice day, everyone.
Have some awesome games, Discord. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. You didn't have to do that at all. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Have some friggin' get some dubs, get some wins. Dang. Just because you deserve it. Oh, thank you. Some of us playing waiting game with merch. Yeah, Kiwi, you're playing the biggest waiting game with the merch. But I find the shipping emails to be really accurate. Like the tracking emails, the tracking thing. At least it was in my case. Everything was so accurate. I think because you said you don't dry with heat. Oh, for warm clothes. Yeah, I guess. Potentially that makes sense. 5 out of 10. Yeah, my burps aren't good. Bye, Abby. Italy first, then France. Nice. Watch me buy merch later today. Hey. Only buy it if you need it. Okay? That's the whole point with merch. I bought some coffee yesterday. Only thing that is missing is Seb's cafe mug. Haha. Haha. Now I do the work. Okay, you got this, Abby. Kiwi got me coffee as well. So that's awesome. And Kiwi, thank you for the coffee. I'm not drinking it yet because I already had coffee in my words. My brain's not giving me the words. Not blender. Okay, come on, brain. Grinder. Oh my gosh, coffee grinder. Woo! Good luck. I said I feel better. Doesn't mean my brain is back, you know? My brain's still a little slow. We're about to learn a whole lot about it. But yes, I got new coffee from Kiwi because obviously the week I've been exhausted the most, Kiwi was like, here, caffeine. Coffee grinder, bro, that was hard. That was hard. Today might be, you know what? I don't know how much I will learn, but I'm intrigued. I'm already, you ready? I'm gonna get you started. I'm gonna get you started. I learned something about the brain yesterday. I learned something about the brain last night. Just last night. Words are hard, yes. I figured best you didn't run out. Yeah, Kiwi, honestly, thanks. I love it. I love it. I love it. Today we're learning about all the beautiful things you have. You each have big brains. Yes. It's okay. We take it easy. Yeah. Good thing we're studying the brain. Yeah. So something I learned about the brain literally last night, like less than 24 hours ago, maybe 12 hours ago. You know how you say, like, if you're about to sneeze, right? Like, look at the light. I looked at my like light. Annie, thank you for the 49 bits. From the upside down. Annie's stories are being posted upside down on Instagram.
Hello from the world of Upside Down.
Hi Annie, how is it like upside down? Hopefully not all the blood goes to your brain. Get it? Because brain. Okay, so what I learned about the brain yesterday, right? You know how you'll look at the light when you're about to sneeze? At the sun, more likely, like if you're outside. Or same thing, if you're, when you walk outside and you feel like sneezing a lot, like I'm one of those people. If I walk outside on a bright day, I'm like, so this happens for one reason. Your eyes send the signal to your brain to like blink and shut your eyes just because the light is very bright. And your brain mistakes some of that signal from those nerves as your nose being itchy. And it makes you sneeze to fix it. And this doesn't happen to everyone. So first of all, not everyone has that. And second of all, it can be passed down by family. Like you can predict that a person can sneeze from looking at the sun based off family. Like if they have that. The more you know.
Brain go BRRRRR today.
BRRRRR indeed. Artless, thank you for the 145 bits. Also, I don't worry about onside. But yeah, so when you look at the light and you think it makes you sneeze because you're, whatever you thought the reason was, it's literally just because your brain misinterprets some of the nerve signals and thinks it's your nose being itchy instead of your eyes being like needing to blink because you're staring at light. Drink? Yes, please. Cheers, Destiny. I'm gonna take a few sips actually. Hi, Dubs. Woo! Yeah, I needed those sips. What time is it? I'm kind of already ready to learn. Unless y'all want to talk about something specific, I'm kind of ready to jump into it. I can't guarantee we're doing the full 3 hours, but who knows? Oh, I also have snacks. Hold up. Let me set up the snacks. Oh, my leg. Let's do ketchup. I have some like healthy crispy minis. Ketchup flavored, of course. It was that or a dill pickle, but I want to keep the dill pickle for another time. So I have some snacks when I feel hungry. You know what? I'm gonna go change into shorts because these sweatpants are really too hot and I'm like getting a little sweaty, okay? Can you get good songs play this, please? That sounds decent. Okay, I'm just gonna go change into shorts because these sweatpants are too hot compared to my gray sweatpants. Much better. That feels much better. Skin colored shorts. Let's go. Hi, Lucy. Hello. Oh, I don't know why I hit pause for that sound. Those are the best snacks. Those are bomb.com. Yeah, they're pretty decent. They were actually the only thing on sale. Like chips were all expensive as shit. So I was like, fuck it. Please bear with me as I'm currently putting my clean sheets back on my bed. That's late too. I hate when it's that, when you're like late at night. Hi Hi, Lara.
Good morning. Hi. Hi. Good morning.
Oh, yes. I swear I'm wearing shorts. Hi, Lara. Hi, Kath. Hello, hello, hello. Wait, did the Kath one also play? I only heard the Lara one. And hi, Lucy. Hello, everyone. Oh, I feel much better in shorts. It's funny because I started the day with sweatpants and a hoodie, and then I gradually was like, I need to be like less warm, you know? I might even open the patio door wider. Canadian weather? Yeah, well, for real, it's even gray and rainy today, but it's hot. It's also shitty because it's been such shit weather while I was sick, like tired too, exhausted. No, it's been great weather while I was sick and exhausted. So it was like sunny, like you want to go outside, and I was like, I can't even fucking go. But it's nice now, it's hot. Trouble is they're only just dry. Okay, still not convinced it's dry. I hate that. I hate that so much. Like, yeah, I'll wrap the bed with the bed sheet, and then I'll do like the duvet like on the side. Also, I want to buy a new duvet. My duvet's starting to piss me off. But like, I feel, anybody else feel shame for like buying a new duvet when the other one you have is still doing the job of a duvet? I find like, that's what I feel about bed stuff. I always feel like, oh, like, should I really get a new pillow instead of this pillow? Like, has this pillow really lived its life? As in, I don't want to constantly buy too many, you know? Troubles, they're only... bye, Kath! It was a hi and bye? I see. That's okay. That's okay, okay. Troubles, they're only... okay, I read that. Blah, blah, blah. Also, I might be a bit tipsy because I'm in my aunt's house. We're sitting by the fire outside. We have barbecue. Wait, nice. I hope you're having a great time. Life's been okay. Chaos always mixed with mixed emotions, horror hospitals, and handling things, but good. Glad to see your name today. Oh, nice. Okay. 3 different duvets? Whoa, I have different duvet covers, but I only have 1 duvet. As long as you're not creating a duvet shortage. You know what? Yeah, but no, like, I still find, you know, we have responsibility. I've had this duvet since I moved here, though. So I think I could get a new one. I'd say, but I have things to do. Oh, I'd stay, but I have things to do. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's normal to have a life. I don't judge anyone on having a life. I want y'all to have a life, you know? Not that you don't have a life if you're here, because I'm here. So that's not what's happening. Okay. I also feel the duvet shame. Yeah, I feel it for pillows. I feel it for my duvet. Honestly though, my covers, like my bed sheets and my duvet cover, like I have no shame in using the same one. Like I will, instead of using, I have a white set and a black set, and I literally hate the white set so much, and I love the black set so much that I will, instead of just switch them, I will wash it and put it back on the bed on the same day. The white set is like the emergency set. Like something happened to the black set and I can't wash it and put it back on that day. But I just instantly put it back on the bed. Black's so much better. Fuck white bed sheets. I'm a sweaty dude. Bed sheets, if they're white, even if any other color but black, even dark gray. I used to have dark gray bed sheets. And they would get like all weird looking because I'm not sweaty, but I'm hot. And so there's a lot of like, I don't know, whatever comes out of your skin. Nope, I feel no shame. New bedding gives me a big, gives me a up in feminine energy. Oh, nice. I feel like that with all my stuff. But then there's having kids who get stuff from grandparents, and all of a sudden there's stuff everywhere. That's very true. Can't tap right. Apologies? No, don't worry about it. Thanks for the reminder of my lack of friends. What did I say? That's a reminder of a lack of friends. I'm sorry if I did. Oh, for not having a life. My bad. I'm here, so what does that say for all of us, you know? I'm all for emotions, good or bad, but I'm really happy to hear that you're doing okay. Heck yeah, debate time. What is the perfect duvet tog? I don't know what that means. Not me putting my fully white bed sheets on. I think everyone has a different vibe. I have to do black. Black is what works for me, for my body and my skin, you know? What is a duvet tog? Because I don't know what that means. And I feel like I should know. Lucy, enlighten us before we learn about the brain priorities. We're learning about the goddamn duvet tog. I can just look it up too. I'm a little slow at thinking about that today, huh? Duvet tog meaning. I like how that came up. What does tog mean exactly? A tog is essentially a measure of how effectively a duvet insulates heat. The higher the tog rating, the warmer the duvet will be, with 1 tog being very cool and lightweight and 15 being the warmest. And you're saying 4.5 and people are judging you? I mean, if 15 is the warmest, I think you're fine at 4.5. You're not even at 1/3. You're not even at 30% of the thickness. I don't know. I think I'd try 4.5 too. I'm about to buy a duvet, and I would potentially go for something like 3, 4. Yeah, probably 4 because I like the number 4. You know, might as well. But now it's making me stressed about buying a duvet. I should see if my duvet still says what it is on it. It's definitely not warm enough. This duvet. It's like I have an extra blanket on top of my bed. You know, I always do like this couch blanket goes on top of my duvet. So if I could just leave this on my couch all the time instead of switching it to my bed, and all I have to do is get a warmer duvet. Okay, this was the duvet conversation, but now it is actually time. Watch out for your ears. You have like 30 seconds. Quick, quick, quick. Drop the volume, cuz. Attention! Attention! Today for Saturday School, we shall learn about our big, juicy, rotundous, wrinkly brains. Are we smarter than we think? Are we dumber than we think? Why is it that my brain knows everything but won't let me know? I'm just saying, brain, if there's poop in my butthole, you could just say, hey man, you should hit the toilet, instead of letting it sit there for 5 hours. I'm just saying, you know it's been there. You did the whole process. You created the poop. You could just let me know, and then I could go to the bathroom and we would have a clean butthole. I'm just saying. Time to learn about everything from the inside of our skull today. Okay, there you go. Oh, I love it. Super. 30 seconds are very short in the life of. I know I said 30 seconds, but I hit the button. Let's go. Of all the examples, listen, I instantly was like, what does my brain know and doesn't let me know? And that's what I went with. It was just like a very quick decision being made. Okay, hey, if you're new here, if you don't know what Saturday School is, it's pretty simple. We're all going to watch videos that have been queued in Discord by people of this community. And before the if. I play the videos at 1.25 speed, maybe 1.5 if the videos are still too slow. I pause a lot. We talk about it. I ask extra questions that have no fucking reason to be asked. I go on tangents. We all go to horny jail somehow. That's about it. Okay, now with the confusion, I'm ready to learn. When out of ideas, pooper always the go-to. Oh, yes. Always. Always, always, always. So, this... not so fast. Sorry, my computer was being faster than me. This first video is called Brain 101 by National Geographic. It is 3 minutes 58, and I love that. Let's speed it up to 1.25. I do say try as best as you can not to get like actual TV network videos, but it's fine. You know, it's a 4-minute one. I don't think I'm in trouble just yet. Okay. Oh, there you go. All right, let's give this a shot. Are we ready to learn about the brain? Is everyone ready? Do you have your drinks ready, your snacks ready, your little notebooks? No, you don't need a notebook. It's time to learn. Bye, Lara. I traumatized you with the poop, huh? That's HR, we all absolutely love Saturday School. You fucking know it. But when it's ready to exit the game, your body tells you. I know, right? But like sometimes it's there too long, you know? No, just me. Just me. It's okay. Okay, all right. Let's learn.
Brain is the most complex organ in the human body. As part of the nervous system, the brain coordinates all of the body's functions. In adult humans, the brain is a 3-pound gelatinous mass of
It's
fat
just
and
3
protein.
pounds?
It's comprised of 4 main regions: the cerebrum, the cerebellum, the brainstem, and the diencephalon, and each one controls specific tasks.
I hope you were ready to learn because this is a lot of big words and they will be on the quiz. Skipping this class. Okay, bye. Grabs backpack, walks out of the class. Might be a conversation for you and your doctor.
The largest section is the cerebrum, and it makes up over 3/4 of the brain's volume. It consists of neurons and nerve fibers that transmit information.
It's kind of crazy to me
throughout the brain.
because we imagine the brain as this big thing, like this, but I don't visualize the brain as this like network of neurons firing electric shock. Ah, it's so crazy.
Body. The cerebrum controls.
I'm about to nerd out today.
Reasoning and speech, plus senses like sight and hearing. Under the cerebrum is the second largest part of the brain, the cerebellum. Much like the cerebrum, the cerebellum has nerve cells and nerve fibers. It carries signals to other parts of the brain and the spinal cord. The cerebellum is responsible for coordinating muscle movements, particularly those that help maintain the body's balance and posture. The third region, the brainstem, lies in front of the cerebellum and anchors the brain to the spinal cord.
It's so crazy.
The brainstem is a collection of structures that include the pons, a mass of nerve fibers that carry sensory information, the midbrain, a region of fibers and structures that help control movement, along with auditory and visual processing, and the medulla oblongata, which creates
Heard that word in a song or two.
motor and sensory pathways between the midbrain, the pons, and the spinal cord.
That's so sick.
The parts of the brainstem control vital bodily functions, such as cardiac activity.
How do we function, man? That's insane.
And sleep.
I think like the word miracle, like I don't, you know, the idea of miracles like walking on water or whatever is whatever. But like this is a miracle in itself that we have the functions that we do. The shit works out just like that.
The fourth region is
That's a
located
miracle.
above the brainstem and makes up the core of the brain.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of that, Tony. Absolutely.
About the size of an apricot, the diencephalon is a grouping of several structures. The thalamus, which processes and transmits information from all senses except smell, and the hypothalamus and pituitary gland, which work together to produce and regulate neurochemicals. These structures help govern sensations,
Why except smell? I see the brain as pictures of the universe. Weird, but it's really cool and beautiful. That's awesome.
weight regulation, energy, and instinctual behaviors, such as eating, drinking, and having sex.
Hit.
The brain
Yes, do it. Send me to jail. She said the words. Thank you. She said the words! And my brain went there. But, you know.
brain's 4 main components, the diencephalon, brainstem, cerebellum, and cerebrum, work in sync to ensure bodily functions are fully operational. The brain has even evolved
It's
mechanisms
so crazy.
to protect itself. One such mechanism is the blood-brain barrier, a semi-permeable cellular wall that only allows specific chemicals to enter from the body's bloodstream into
My brain's hurting from learning about the brain? I know. Also, hi, Megan.
the brain. Despite this protection,
Wouldn't be Saturday school if you didn't go to jail. I know, I'm going to Honey jail.
problems and diseases in the brain, such as dementia. Thankfully,
Oh, I wonder if some of the
scientists have
videos are
found
gonna
ways to
touch on
improve
that.
brain health. Staying physically active and eating a balanced diet may preserve cognitive function
yeah.
and reduce the risk of developing Alzheimer's. So while the brain only makes up
Stay healthy,
4%
folks.
of the body,
Eat
it
well,
plays a
work out.
crucial role in the body's functions and overall well-being.
You know what? This is already making me want to do an episode on working out. But like, not just on how to work out. Like an episode on like, you know, why and benefits. And potentially also how bad the health industry is. Cool. That was like a whole lot of information instantly. Listening to all this instantly, yet I'm processing nothing. Honestly, same. But this is the first video, you know? It's so funny that my brain's like, yeah, not remembering that. Yeah, no, same. Same. But that's okay. It happens. That was Brain 101. That was like how we got started, you know? The power of thought. Okay. All right. Cool. The scientific power of thought. Now we're talking I like that because it seems like it's going to be about manifestation.
For
Potential.
years-
Hold on. Page hasn't loaded yet. Yeah, we're about to learn a lot today, aren't we? It's going to be pretty fucking crazy. Listening to all this. Okay, cool. We're putting that at 1.25. Wait, I was going to say something about it and then I forgot. Oh, right. No, like the maybe a fitness.
Scientists believed that the brain was static, unchanging, and locked, but our understanding has changed drastically to the point where we now see the brain as plastic and constantly changing. But what if I told you that simply thinking could affect not only the way your brain works, but its physical shape and structure as well? It turns out this is exactly what happens. From a neuroscientific standpoint, imagining an action and doing it require the same motor and sensory programs in the brain. For example, if you were to close your eyes and imagine the letter B, the primary visual cortex lights up in the same way it does when you look at the letter on the screen. Take a moment and imagine yourself writing out your signature with your dominant hand. Chances are, the amount of time it takes you to simply imagine doing it is similar to how long it actually takes to write it out. Try doing the same thing with your non-dominant hand and it actually takes you longer to write and imagine. How is this relevant? Well, because imagination and action are actually integrated and engage the same neural pathways, practicing one actually influences the other.
Yes, I'm pausing. You can try it yourself. I'm doing it in my mind. I gotta fucking imagine. And you're telling me like that would light up the exact same part of my brain as doing it physically? Okay, it's cool. Huh.
One fascinating study took 2 groups and had them practice piano for 2 hours a day, except one group was only allowed to use mental practice. They couldn't touch the piano, but would sit in front of it and imagine practicing. The surprising result? The exact same physical changes took place in the motor cortex of both groups. And after 3 days, their accuracy in playing was the exact same.
No way. Fuck off. You can learn the piano without touching a piano.
Physical practice group did begin to excel faster, but the imagination group, when given the chance to practice physically, was able to catch up to their skill quickly.
Wow.
Perhaps more incredible is an experiment which used imagination in an effort to strengthen muscles. Both groups did the same finger muscle exercises for 4 weeks, though one group simply did it mentally. Those who actually did the physical exercise increased their strength by 30%, while those who imagined doing it increased their muscle strength by 22%. This is because the neurons responsible for the movement instruction were still being used and strengthened, resulting in increased strength when the muscles actually contracted.
Wow. And I think actually I would add on to this. This is why a big part of working out is mind-body connection. Being aware and focused on the muscle that is doing the motion instead of just doing the motion is proven to make you grow muscles faster. Like connecting both. But that's kind of crazy. Workout hack. Just do it mentally. I'll just imagine I'm doing bicep curls and my arms are going to get fucking swole.
So while your thoughts don't have some mystical or magical power,
it's like the thing where you put your hand on your chest. It makes your brain think you're being hugged. Yeah, I've never like... No, don't start. Fuck. Don't start yawning. Okay, wait. Let's chug some coffee. Does it make my brain think I'm being hugged right now? I mean, it feels great. It's fun to put pressure on my chest. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't know, right?
mental practice is an effective way to prepare for a physical skill. Each thought actually changes the structure and function of your brain by affecting the neurons at the microscopic level. Though, as much as we wish you could sit there and become the next Mozart, it won't happen without a lot of hard physical work.
Yeah, you still have to do the work, exactly.
This episode of ASAP Science is supported.
Whoa, that was so quick! Oh my gosh. Y'all are getting so good at getting these videos. I wonder what the power of coffee is on the brain. We could definitely look that up if we get through the list of videos. If all the videos are short like this, we're definitely going to get through it. Because, dang. This one's called What Happens to Your Brain While You Sleep. You know, this one's very needed right now because my sleep's been a mess all week, as we know. You need to do it for a few minutes? Someone who loves hugs, the hand over the chest doesn't do it for me. Yeah, right? But you know what did help me a lot when I was the most physically deprived was I started hugging my pillow to sleep. And it really worked for a while. And I still do. I just I don't do as much of an angle. Like it used to be like full on hug. And now it's more like a sideway thing. And I'll sleep like this and hold my pillow. But it helped a bunch at first. Fuck, I'm starting to yawn. No. No, 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 no. No. Coffee number 1 is done. We're gonna have a coffee number 2. Not yet, because I need to drink a little bit of water. But I don't want to yawn. Not today. I'm good. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, no captions? Dang it. I was okay. What the fuck happened here? Is this like a kid show?
I'm glad it was just a dream.
It looks professionally made.
Actually, this is making me wonder. What happens to our brain when we sleep?
It does feel like a kid show.
Our day
Sorry.
starts with a lot of tasks at hand and a to-do list in our brain. It's a tough job to be a commander, but the brain seems to do it quite
Watching in Chrome,
effortlessly.
there's an extension that
Throughout
does.
the day,
Oh, it's
Our
okay.
brain does so much.
Most videos have
Make sure
captions
that
anyway,
all
so.
the organs in our body are functioning well. It helps us imagine, see, listen, and it also helps us think, decide, and learn new skills. It even tells us if we need to take a walk or eat some food. But if the brain
There you go. I was
sleeps
like,
when
get
we
to the
sleep,
question.
then
It's kind of a bit kid type. Yeah, honestly, I'm not quite vibing. If I was a kid, I'd be hella confused.
we'll make sure that our
Nah,
organs
kids are
working well.
overstimulated nowadays.
Don't worry. Our brain has
Have you seen the fucking name of that show? Or that show? What is it? A bunch of audios blew up on TikTok from that. Fuck. Whatever, I forget the name now.
own special way of taking care of all our body functions, even while we sleep.
It's kind of crazy
It
though.
ensures that
Like the
our
brain
genetics
never
are activated by the
rests.
next morning. Being the perfect commander that it is, the brain plans well and divides its tasks between the time when we are asleep and when we are awake.
It's
Have you
crazy.
noticed how easy it is to wake up during the first few minutes right after we fall asleep? You are easily disturbed by even the faintest of sounds, like that of a mosquito buzzing around or a book falling on the floor.
How long is this video?
Few minutes,
Oh goodness.
we enter into a state of light sleep, which is the first stage. During this stage of sleep, the brain's activities slow down, along with the breathing and the heart rate. The muscles also start relaxing, and the eye movements slow down. In about
I hope you're
5
learning,
to 10
kids.
minutes, we enter stage 2 of sleep. In this stage, the
Brain never
eye
rests.
will
She
completely
just
stop.
goes, today we're gonna do
Breathing
depression
and heart
naps.
rate get regular, and we slowly start losing the sense of place and time.
It's so crazy though.
Time to
I think that's one of the biggest mindfuck. How we dream and we don't see that as not real. That's the biggest mindfuck. Because right now feels real. Or so I hope, you know. But it feels real. But when you dream, like none of that shit's real. And at no point do you go, this doesn't feel real. You know?
really go to sleep. An interesting thing happens to the brain in stage 2 of sleep. The brain cells or the neurons show a sudden burst of activity. This feature is known as sleep spindles. Scientists believe
Fucking
that
goes
sleep
Ultra
spindles
Saiyan
are
or Ultra
associated
Saiyan?
with
Super Saiyan.
consolidating our
I feel like my brain is way more productive when it's just existing than I am on a day-to-day basis. Wait, what do you mean? Lose the glasses? Of course! You didn't see me squinting enough at this video? Dang! Of course!
memory. So, while we sleep, our brain replays the events of the day and filters some to be preserved as memories. Now it makes sense why we remember only a few things from the day before, but not each and everything. For example,
I can barely see
I
now.
don't exactly remember how many times I combed my hair yesterday, but I do remember wearing my favorite shoes to work. In stage 3, we are in our
I don't want to see this at all. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
deepest sleep. Not even loud car noises can disturb us now. It is during this time that the brain does the overall repair.
Maybe I'll try 1.5.
Of our brain coordinate with each other to regulate the repair and strengthen the cells, tissues, and the immune system.
It's
In
better.
this stage, the brain also converts our short-term memory to long-term memory. Short-term memories are stored for a short time in the brain. Now, an example of a short-term memory could be your shopping list. Once you are done with shopping, it is likely that this list of items is discarded from your memory. Long-term
And then you
memories
forget you
are
bought 2 tubs of ice cream.
in the brain. An example of a long-term memory could be the name of the dog that
Now
you had during
1.5
childhood.
actually works.
Now, this is a memory that your brain has stored for years.
Because like people talk slower when they talk to kids. And 1.5 seems to make her talk like a normal person.
For a long time. The brain replays the short-term memories every day during the third stage of sleep.
They ripped that off of Inside Out.
Slept each night, your brain recalls the name of your dog and helps you remember it. That's why if you have to memorize some important information from, let's say, a chapter, you should read that part before you go to sleep so that you can sleep on it. The sooner you go to bed after you read, the less information you will have forgotten. These 3 stages of sleep are parts of what we call non-REM sleep or non-rapid eye movement sleep. These stages are called so because during these stages, our eyes don't move around rapidly. Now, let's look at the most interesting stage.
Glasses.
Of sleep. Stage 4.
REM
This
sleep.
is the dreaming stage, in which we get to experience a
I want
variety
snacks.
of dreams where we are fighting or falling and even running for our lives at times. But while we are running or fighting in our dreams, we don't
got a nice
actually get
whiff.
up and run or start punching, correct?
Snack time.
This is because of an interesting feature of deep sleep. Our brain makes sure that our muscles are temporarily paralyzed so that we don't move around while sleeping. But while our
Wait. When I get sensory overload, this is how fast everything sounds except everyone's screaming. Sorry, I just speed up things to
body
understand.
rests,
My
our
bad.
eyes rapidly move in different directions. This feature is why this stage of sleep is called the rapid eye movement sleep or REM sleep. The 4 stages of sleep repeat multiple times during a
I
single
thought it
night.
was 3.
The human brain is truly amazing. Hey, but do you think it's the same for animals? Well, the answer is it differs from animal to animal. Some animals, like dogs and cats, experience brain activity similar to that of humans. But migratory birds who fly continuously for up to 10 days experience something different. They are capable of being asleep and awake at the same time. When they have to fly for days, they divide sleep and work between the 2 hemispheres. of
Shit's
their brain.
insane.
One hemisphere stays awake, in charge of flying, breathing, and warding off threats.
It's crazy.
The other hemisphere is asleep.
That's
The
so
same can be
sick.
with dolphins as well. The brain truly is a superhero. It does so many things during the day as well as the night. It is when we sleep that our brain makes use of the extra time it has to heal our body, strengthen our memories, and enhance its own performance.
It's kind of crazy.
When you wake up feeling fresh the next time, you have to thank your brain for it. Do you have any fascinating observations about your brain or your sleep?
Thank you. And honestly, this video got better when I put it at 1.5. Good shit. Good shit. It did. Sometimes the solution is just, have you tried faster? Solid. And yeah, birds keep on flying asleep. That's fucking insane, you know? Okay, the weirdest thing that your brain does. Nice. The weirdest things that your brain does.
Yeah. This is big brain time.
I was like, that's not the video. Are your chips good? They are. It's big brain time. Also, I feel like that's a TikTok audio. Annie, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh, it's big brain. No, it's big brain time. Is that Marvel? It's Paul Rudd. Big brain time. It's either Marvel or the news anchor. I think it's the news anchor. Is it? I don't remember. All right, weirdest things that your brain does.
Human brain is a weird machine. It has incredible processing power and storage capacity. It can handle a huge amount of sensory input at once.
Oh, that was Lucy.
And it not only
Hey,
makes
Lucy.
us who we are, but it keeps us going too. Unfortunately, it's not entirely perfect, and its technical glitches and storage issues can lead to some pretty weird stuff. Fortunately though, we're here to explain every oddball thing your wonderful weirdo brain does. And
Ah!
don't worry if these wacky facts make
I didn't
you
want to
laugh
see that.
more. You're not alone.
My brain hurts too.
Lucid dreaming. According to some people capable of lucid dreaming, the entire experience is less like a typical dream and more akin to the mind creating an entirely different reality.
Big time is Paul Rudd in I Love You Man. Right. But it's not big brain. It's just big time. Oh, but didn't the audio just say big brain time? The eye stuff, I know.
Boring lives. When we experience lucid dreaming, we're completely aware that we're dreaming and can even influence our own dreams.
We live inside a dream.
According to Beverly Durso, a lucid dreamer who has worked extensively with researchers at the Lucidity Institute, she's had lucid dreams where she's done everything from visit the sun to taste fire. That's pretty impressive lucidity, especially considering most people's dreams just involve showing up to school in the bath. Some lucid dreamers have even set up signals to
Never had that dream.
who are watching them sleep. Since part of the brain keeps us from moving while we're asleep, but our eyes still move freely, lucid dreamers working with British psychologists in the 1980s would move their eyes in a specific
Red Demon's voice
to let them
effect.
know they were in the middle of a lucid.
I don't even remember which one's my deep one.
Is it this one? Yeah, it is this one. What did he say? Reality is a dream? Or we are all living in a dream?
I forget what he said, but yeah.
To dream. That allowed researchers to track everything from electrical activity in the brain to heartbeat, and they found that brains do indeed become more active during lucid dreams.
My ex used to quote it to the minimum 20 times a day. Nice. I Love You Man is the one where like, it also has Jason Segel, is that his name? And there's like the jerk off room in the garage.
You smart.
Hi, Lost Claus.
You very.
I swear it's not weird. I'm just specifying something from a movie.
You a genius.
Thank you for resubscribing for 15 months.
You loyal.
It seems weird. Well, to be fair, you just know what to expect. Maybe. Derulo, when you said Jason, this is like, it's generational trauma is what Jason Derulo is.
The doorway effect.
Doorway effect.
Another room and completely forgot why you're there.
Yes.
And you're probably not losing it. You're
All the
just
time.
random of what's
It is that one. And of all the things, it's weird that this is what you remember. Lucy, the reason is I did that scene for an acting class like years ago. Specifically this scene that goes over the like the jerk off stuff, and he's like, oh yeah, like sometimes Paul Rudd's character jerks off to a picture of his girlfriend in Cabo San Lucas. And he's like, come on, man, you gotta blah blah blah. I did that scene. I played Paul Rudd's part for acting class, so that's why this is the only scene that came to mind. They rock too. They talk about rock music and shit, and then they start a band, don't they? See? I hope everyone's doing good. I hope you're doing good. Doing pretty well. I hope you are too. Been affected by. If you've been affected by Jason Derulo, you may qualify for financial compensation. Honestly, I wish. Saskia, hello! My favorite Jason Derulo fun fact is he is an opera singer. He's an opera singer? Oh, good for him. Slap of the bass. Yeah, there you go.
effect.
Are your brains well hydrated and entertained? Working on it. The show is fucking painful to watch because of how bad it is.
It's better safe than sorry.
Researchers from the University of Notre Dame set up an experiment to see how walking from one room to another in a controlled environment actually impacted memory. I follow you now.
Rose Moonshine, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you?
Tests were both done in a virtual setting and a real-life one. Participants were asked to walk into a room and pick up a specific item hidden in a box. At various points in the exercise, the researchers stopped and asked people what was in their box. If they were asked right after going through a door, they were less likely to remember and
Why?
to respond.
First 2 seasons were fine. Yeah, and then it gets really shitty. Hi, Rose Moonshine. Hello. How'd you find me? TikTok, Instagram, just recommended on Twitch, whichever. Twitter, maybe.
Whether they were in a real environment or a virtual one.
That's kind of crazy, though. The door thing is weird.
Until our brain decides the information it's holding onto isn't useful anymore. Semantic satiation. Let's try a little experiment. And you don't even have to get out of your chair. All you have
TikTok,
to do
nice. Well, hi. Welcome in. We're currently learning about the brain.
is say the word dog to yourself over and over again.
What do you mean?
This. Dog, dog, dog.
What happens with it?
Dog, dog.
So what?
Starting to sound a little funny, huh? You're probably beginning to wonder if it's even a word. What does it mean? Is it spelled right? What even is a dog? Is anything real?
Why are you doing this?
Don't freak out. It's called semantic satiation, and it happens when we see or hear the same word repeated over and over again. For around a century now, psychologists have known about the phenomenon, and it's a pretty straightforward one. When we hear something enough times, our brains get bored, stop assigning that word meaning, and presumably wander off to play with someone else.
Whoa!
Tartlets. 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 Word is lost all meaning.
It's the same thing.
That's so true. Maybe not with dog. Like, I won't say dog too many times, but I definitely go like, if you're trying to spell something and you say it over and over and over in your mind, and then you're like, I don't even remember how to fucking spell this.
That happens if you spend all of your free time in a coffee shop. By the end of the day, you don't smell the coffee anymore because your brain is so used to it. Paradox of choice.
That would be the saddest thing.
Can be jerks. And sometimes, like jerks, they force us to second-guess every single choice we've ever made. At least, that's the theory behind Barry Schwartz's paradox of choice, and it makes a lot of sense.
The specter of regret, I think, makes...
Hold on, video. I gotta drink a little bit. Fork does it to me more than it would. Yeah, fork used to be the word I would say to laugh. But in French, I'd just go like, fourchette. And then if I said it enough, I would eventually laugh. You need a drink with your chips? Yeah. Cheers to you, Michelle.
Even unimportant decisions loom large.
Schwartz said, a lot of the time, it's the freedom of choice that our modern world offers that results in us, well, not doing anything at all. Worse,
that's
our brains
true.
compare our choices to ones that others make. And because brains are punchable jerks, they always focus on the choices that we think turned out better. We second guess everything from our career choices to...
Go watch Everything, Everywhere, all at once. I'm not gonna say shit about the movie. Go watch it. Holy shit. Oh, definitely not sponsored. I just went to see it Friday night. No, Thursday night. Fucking great.
The decisions at the grocery store and everything in between.
For one salad, it really doesn't matter what dressing you have. But if I tell you you're going to pick the salad dressing that you're going to have from now until the end of time, you really want to get that right.
The paradox of choice paralyzes us into never deciding which friends
That's true.
Which movie to go to, which diner to eat at, and so on. It's everywhere. It overloads our brains, and it gives us less freedom at the end of the day. So we just stay home on the couch, where we're faced with choices on Netflix. Earworms. We all have that one song that burrows into our head for days, even weeks.
There's a new Psy song that came out. I don't want to listen to it.
Just because we love those tracks. Earworms happen for a surprisingly complicated reason. Songs are one of the few things that are absolutely identical every time you hear them. That gives you no question about what melody or lyric comes next, which allows your brain to run away with the song and continue to play it until you wonder if gouging your eardrums out with a spoon will help. It also has something to do with a part of our brain that stores short-term memory called a slave system. A song's familiarity, repetition, and catchy lyrics trick this part of our brain into thinking it's uber important we figure out what the fox is saying right now.
I thought he was saying what the fuck. But the new Lizzo song is definitely doing that to my brain.
Even though we don't really care. Lethologica. You've been there trying to think of a word or a name that you know but can't come up with.
Yeah, that's me.
Looking for the what's it you need for work. That guy in that movie. What's going on when you forget a name or word basically has to do with the way we store information. When we're trying to think of something, our memories tend to follow a series of pathways to get to the words we're looking for. Since there are a huge number of words in the English language, it makes sense that we use some more than others. The words we rarely use are called our passive vocabulary. And since we don't really dip into them too often, we file them away and sometimes forget.
Oh man, that was
proper names
so good.
Are one of the most commonly forgotten combos, which explains why every movie and television show we watch has that dude from that thing in it.
Wow! I love that because I do that. Constantly forget shit. Turns out it's just my passive vocabulary. And it makes sense too, because the more languages you learn, the more this happens. In every language. I forget words in French, I forget words in English. I obviously forget everything in Spanish because I don't know it all that well. So like, the more languages you try to learn, the more your brain's like, I guess it's storing more words in the passive vocabulary. Sorry. Blame the chips, but also they're great, so I'm not gonna stop eating them. Yo, that was a sick video. And then I feel like we're already close to the bottom. We're definitely gonna get to look up whatever we want. How does music affect your brain? Fuck yeah. Sorry. Turn on captions. And I'm gonna ruin the music in the video by speeding it up.
These days, we hear music all the time. It wakes us up, motivates our workouts.
Yes.
Keeps us company on our commutes.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what kind of music it is. Music itself has the ability to affect our moods and our bodies in all sorts of ways. We nod our heads, we sway, we dance. Music can give us chills, even make us cry.
Music activates every area of the brain that we have so far mapped. In fact, there's no area of the brain that we know about that music doesn't touch in some way.
Wow.
What's behind all that? What exactly does music do to us?
To find out, I went through a whole series of tests designed to measure my responses to music. Met some kids whose brains may actually be changing thanks to those hours of learning, practice, and performing. Spoke with a therapist who used music to help former Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords learn to speak again.
Whoa!
Inside the brain of a 2-time Grammy-winning artist while he played. All to find out how music affects us.
That sounded like the machine was killing that person.
We visited the USC Brain and Creativity Institute, where I had my head examined, literally, to try to figure it out.
I'm going to go into this fMRI machine, a tiny tube.
If only it wasn't so expensive to do these things. I'd love to get brain scans.
See how my brain responds.
Just close your eyes, relax, and try and get into the music as best you can, okay?
And here's what we saw. These are scans of my brain. The areas
easiest
in red
task.
Activity is above average. In blue, below average. And as you can see, there's red activity all over my brain, not just in one specific area.
25 years ago, the idea was that language is on
No,
the
you
left
wouldn't.
side of the brain and music is
Why?
on the right
I would
side.
love to get my brain scanned for many reasons.
Better quality tools, higher resolution neuroimaging, and
What do you mean it's not fun times? I would love to know what the fuck's happening in there.
better experimental methods. We've discovered that's not at all right.
How does that play out in different regions of the brain?
When music enters and then gets shuttled off to different parts of the brain, it stops at specialized processing units in auditory cortex. They track loudness and pitch and rhythm and timbre and things like that. There's visual cortex activation when you're reading music as a musician or watching music. Motor cortex when you're tapping your feet, snapping your fingers, clapping your hands. The cerebellum, which mediates the emotional responses. The memory system in the hippocampus, hearing a familiar passage, finding it somewhere in your memory banks. Music is going on in both halves of the brain, the left
I
and
love that.
the front and the back, the inside and the outside.
So what about a musician's brain?
To play a piece of music engages so many things: motor systems, timing systems, memory systems.
It's so incredible.
There's all sorts of kind of brain activity happening. It's a very robust thing to play music.
I'm Alex Jacob Robertson. I'm Nathan Glenn Robertson.
The video sped up, remember. Those kids are not on coke.
Some of the most important things are having good
Brain scans take longer than any other scan. You have to be so still for so long while the whole thing vibrates. I still want to do it.
postures, getting the note right, legato, staccato.
Why are kids so fucking good at things?
Your hand at the right place, and you need to be in tune. And then you also have to have not only the right intonation, but the right sound.
Friggin' prodigies, man.
There's a lot of
Anybody else have that like hatred for yourself? Not, okay, I don't want to say hatred, but I was mad when I was like, I don't know, 13, 14, and I learned about prodigies like properly. And I was like, well, kind of sucks I'm learning this so late when these kids were half my age and they were already goddamn geniuses. Like, it was like a confirmation that you're not, you know?
Who play music over the past 5 years to see how it affects their development. The multitasking areas of their brains understandably lit up, but they've seen other results too.
Music training over the course of 5
Kids are like sponge. Teach them something and they'll catch on a lot faster.
skills and decision making, also had some benefits in prosocial behavior, and we've also seen changes in the associated brain structures.
Did you hear that? Changes in brain structures.
What if you grab the kid? What if you grab the kid who's just good at being still? Like still hands, right? And you taught him surgery. At the age of 5. Would we have like an incredible fucking surgeon?
They found that the brains of children who have studied music have stronger connections between the right and left hemispheres, and that can make them better, more creative problem solvers. And then there's emotion. When you hear a piece like this,
you know how much I love this one.
It's easy to understand why emotions play such a big part in music. This song, by Camille Saint-Saëns, is known as the music for the dying swan in ballet. And while it might move ballerinas to dance,
too impulsive? Well, that's the thing. Some kids can be taught.
It inspires different reactions than others.
Not every kid is impulsive. Well, I guess.
Some people get goosebumps, the chills, that weird tingly sensation that you get when a great piece of music just hits you in the right way. It's called frisson, and not everyone gets it. But it turns out I do.
Now we're going to have you listen to some pieces of
They're going to explain what the shivers is?
If you do, I want you to just press the spacebar so we have an indication of when the sort of peak moments of enjoyment are happening. Okay.
Matt Sachs, a PhD candidate at USC, wired me up to measure my physiological response.
So when I'm feeling that kind of emotional connection that has a physical manifestation, we'll see what my body is actually doing.
Exactly. All right, how was that?
That had a lot of them.
We got them all.
Now, full disclosure, back in the day, I played the cello, which might have something to do with why that particular song affected me.
Yeah, it's a very cello-heavy song.
Turns out the brain is at work here too.
We process the difference between this pathway that connects the auditory regions, which is on the side of the brain here, to the emotional regions. And we show that the tract actually that connects those two regions is stronger, there's more fibers in that region than the people who get chills.
Which means some people's brains might have better communication between what they hear and how they feel. The music itself also plays a role in frisson. Sachs uses different songs in his lectures to see if students get it.
I'll say raise your hand when you get a chill, and I'll play a piece of music, a classical piece, and maybe half the people will get it.
But then he plays this. The Rolling Stones, Gimme Shelter.
Have you ever seen the movie 20 Feet from Stardom?
Oh, the backup singers.
Yeah. There's a part where they isolate the vocals from Gimme Shelter.
Okay, let's take a break on chips.
And I play that in 90%
wow.
experience chills, sort of independent of where I go.
I have to tell you,
wow.
Bringing that up made me think about it, and I got that little kind of thing at the back of my neck.
But why would that happen?
The high-pitched notes that she hit almost sounds like a scream, and it's very important ancestrally for us to be able to pay attention to a scream, figure out what's going on, and either run or fight, whatever we need to do.
So how come that manifests as pleasure? Well, it's because our prefrontal cortex, the more rational thinking part of the brain.
I made you hungry for a snack. That's okay.
You
get a snack.
Very quickly after you have this really quick startle reflex that there's nothing actually threatening about the piece of music, that you're sitting in a safe space with your head.
So your enjoyment of music also has to do with fight or flight?
And whether you find listening to music so pleasurable you get chills, or you absolutely despise a song, it can produce absolutely fascinating effects in the brain. According to Levitin, music we enjoy triggers the brain's internal opioid system. Yes.
Whoa.
And just like the opioids that come in pill form, these chemicals make you feel good and help relieve pain. And music you don't like? Well, that releases cortisol, the notorious stress hormone. But that's not even the half of what music can do in the brain.
You turn on the lights.
When former Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords was shot in 2011, the left side of her brain was severely...
Yo, this video is fucking crazy. I love it. I cry every time I hear powwow music. Oh yeah, that is really amazing. My grand told me it's my ancestors trying to tell me to go back to the ways we were once taught. That is my spirit wanting and craving it. So hearing it and learning this is pretty neat also. Nice. You got one already? Jeez, girls, let's go.
Damaged, leaving her struggling to speak, a condition called aphasia.
Oh yeah.
But to get an idea of just how powerful music's effect on the brain can be, watch this video.
You ready? This little light of mine, I'm gonna
That word that she'd been struggling to say, light, came easily in song.
Why would she be able to sing a word?
Isn't that also a trick for stuttering? It is, right?
The left hemisphere controls language, and there are many other parts of the brain that...
And I'm back! Hello!
Music therapist Megan Morrow's job is to help patients use those other pathways to regain language.
Sometimes I compare it to being in traffic and you can't move any further, but you might need to exit and take a feeder road to get you to your destination. So music is basically like that feeder road to the new destination.
Like a detour. So we know that music can help us relearn things like speech by accessing alternative pathways in the brain, and that learning to play music can help strengthen brain connections. But what about making music?
Yeah, music is incredible.
Music is like, it's the language of humanity.
If it wasn't for DMCA being such a risky thing, I would do a whole Saturday school on just music. But the odds of DMCA coming for my ass for that one are very high.
Man, if I'm playing something, it doesn't matter if someone can't speak the language. And
I had a bad stutter growing up, and this helps. Nice.
This is Xavier DeFrepeles, better known as Fantastic Negrito. We brought him to UCSF to meet Charles Lim, a neuroscientist who studies musical creativity.
The Duffler's up next.
To understand how Fantastic Negrito's brain works when he's making music, Dr. Lim had him play one of his songs while going through the fMRI.
Okay.
So how did his brain respond? The areas that process sensory and motor skills, along with sounds, lit up. You can see them here in red and yellow. Makes sense, right? But here's the really interesting part. Lim asked him to improvise to see what happens when he's creating something totally original.
Oh.
Star Wars in my head. It's like Star Wars in my head. I don't like this crazy sound. Makes me feel like I can't get down. Stop.
Now watch what happens to his brain. The areas that were active before, the ones that deal with motor skills and sounds, are even more active. But see how there's way more blue in the front of his brain?
Yeah.
That's the prefrontal cortex. And it's associated with effortful planning and conscious self-monitoring. And it's blue because it's
feeling like Superman lately. Music have been doing wonders. Oh, by the way, Tony, the Daniel Caesar song, it grew on me. Yesterday, I had it like, it played again, and I was like, whoa, play that shit again. And I played it back to back because I was like, oh shit. So I just needed to give it time.
Shutting down.
Just thought you deserve to know, you know?
Of these conscious self-censoring or self-monitoring areas that normally are there to help control our output.
And Lim says it's about more than just letting go.
You view it from perspective of survival. If human beings only could do memorized rote responses, we'd be long gone. And it's not just a thing that happens in clubs and in jazz bars. It's actually maybe the most fundamental form of what it means to be.
Now I'm curious to see like brain scans of actors.
And we travel, trying to find.
I would love to see that.
So much more than notes on
It's definitely a little hard to act if you're in that machine.
Feel, but is there a limit?
But sorry, my throat made a weird sound.
Just when I discover the answer to one thing,
We was outside your window. Oh
more
damn.
interesting than the first.
What'd you do?
And I gained an appreciation for how complex the music making and music listening system is. It's not demystified for me at all. It's more mysterious than ever.
That's so cool. Okay. Okay, we're at the end. Okay.
The people.
Nice. Man, I would love to do a whole freaking episode on music. Ah, but we can't. Yeah, that was a great one. Okay, we have 2 videos. I want to make coffee. I want coffee. We're not done yet. I just want to. Oh, Science of Deja Vu is next. Yes. But also, I don't know if I want to watch it because, like, I like my idea of what a deja vu is, but we will watch it because it's much better to know the truth than our ideas of it. Okay, I want to make coffee real quick. So let's get some music going for a little bit while I make some coffee. I don't know. Give me good music, man. But whatever. I just have to boil water anyway. Oh, my legs. My legs. Happy weekend, chair. My chair said, thank you, Tony. Could make a Saturday school about music without DMCA worries. I mean, you don't have to blast copyrighted songs. Yeah, but the videos are always going to have music in them, you know? It would just be like, it would be bad for Twitch and it would be bad for YouTube. So it would be, nothing yet. All right, Michelle. That was a cool one. Yeah, no, the music videos, the video about like the effect of music on the brain. I fucking love that. I would love to see brain scans on an actor, on a performer, whether theater or movies. Like live. Can we have some of your coffee while I'm making it? So, yeah. Because I need it now. I'm starting to yawn again. It's 2:16. Okay. That's what I wrote next. I thought it would be interesting to know what causes them. That might be tricky. Blah, blah, blah. You could take your glasses and headphones off and let us watch it. Wait, what? I thought it would be interesting to know what causes them. Oh, the deja vu you're saying? Nice. Is that a new name?
You're so amazing and inspiring. Less than 3.
Oh my goodness. Wait, Yinshi Plays. Why is the name not familiar, but you have a blue bean? And you just did 500 bits? I'm so lost. Hi. Has it always been Yinshi Plays and I'm just stupid and I'm blanking out? Anyway, thank you. So amazing and inspiring. I'm glad that you even see good stuff in what I do. Right now I don't feel like I'm giving out much to the world at the current moment. You know, I don't feel like I'm doing something that's very valuable. I'm half awake. We're making some coffee to help that situation. But I'm glad people talking outside. I'm always lurking. Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for not getting the name instantly, but now I won't forget. It's valuable. Yeah, no, I mean, like, I'm not saying it's dumb and useless. I'm saying, like, I have a hard time seeing the valuableness. We do appreciate the lurkers. You're absolutely right, Tony. Hey, if you're lurking, thank you. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy this. Okay, you don't have to reply because lurky turkey is okay with me. There you go. That should be my new lurk command. That should be my new lurk command. Just lurky turkey is okay with me. Oh yeah. Annie, you might be onto something. I didn't think about it, but you might be onto something. Why did I pause the music? Because there was an alert, right? We're just gonna make coffee, okay? Oh, I need to wake up. Grab a bush and put a little makeup. Hide the scars to fade away to shake up. Why did you leave the keys upon the table? Here you go, create another fable. You wanted to. Grab a brush, put a little makeup. You wanted to. Hide the scars to fade away to shake up. You wanted to. Why did you leave the keys upon the table? You know what I'm thinking? Okay, we have to figure this out. When it's barely 2:30. We only have 2 videos left, but my brain's not really learning. I mean, yeah, cause tired and exhaustion and stuff. But also, I'm trying to decide what's happening on Monday's stream, right? That's my brain right now. All right, Liz, thank you for the 145 bits. That's what I'm saying, Tony. That's what I'm saying. So for Monday, Stanley Parable came out. And so I'm like, do we... Okay, evil voice. I will try my best. Thank you, Andy, for the 100 bits. I will try my best. Oh, it's on sale. Let's buy it. Let's buy it right now. Let's buy Stanley Parable right now. I'm doing it. I'm literally buying Stanley Parable as I'm talking with y'all. Because, yeah, so Monday, the plan is Stanley Parable, but we just started The Artful Escape. And part of me was kind of hoping to finish it first, but, like, it's right now, you know? I'll install it after the stream, though. I don't want to install it during stream. Okay, fuck. We're gonna stand for a little bit. Ah! Ooh! How's the water? Is it boiling yet? Not yet. Dang it. Wakey, wakey, Zeb. Maybe I opened my curtains. It's a bit dark. But watch it be bright as fuck when I open them, you know? Yeah, it's instantly bright. Well, it's not too bright, so I'm fine right now. Let's do that. So my eyes are like, bright days. You can also do a cheeky voting on Discord and Insta. Yeah. I have to figure that. Yeah. Whoa! Okay, music, Seb. We might have to end today's stream pretty early. Actually, I feel like I'm not too awake. Dang it! Dang it! That's not great. Okay, we can keep watching the videos. Fuck that. I don't have to play music. Like, coffee, I'll just remember in the meantime, you know? Oh, also, what is this? Why is it differently framed? Okay. Hold on! Wasn't ready yet. It's a 1x1 video. Damn. Captions. Speed. 125. Okay. And what am I trying to do? Oh yeah, volume.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Am I in a Discord call? Gandalf the Great! You fucking got me! I got debated! Fuck! I really did.
Gentlemen, we got him.
You did? Gandalf the Great, thank you for the 100 bits twice. And for real got me. I was like, what the fuck? I looked at Discord. I was like, whose Discord channel would I be in? Because is your Sebi TTV having a moment right now? What do you mean? I've gotten a lot of likes on a comment from one of the oh yeah, because Stanley Parable. Stanley, I thought I deleted Sebi TTV. I'm fully honest with you. It's not logged in anywhere. It's not logged in my computer. It's not logged in like my phone. But yeah, even the YouTube video, like Stanley Parable is coming back, you know. So, hey, potentially people watch my full playthrough again. That one had a lot of good traction. Okay, my water is boiling. Gandalf the Great, thanks for the tricky thing you did. It's fun. Hey, let's brew this coffee. Damn it. I only know that part of the song. Feels like it's a loop. I'm brewing coffee, that's why I'm off frame. Give me a second. Okay. Now we wait about a minute. But anyway, we're ready with the video. And then you did not. It's very much there. Yeah, I really thought I deleted it. I guess I just logged out and I was like, let it be its thing. Sorry. The fear in my eyes. I really thought I was in some Discord call. But I'm muted. I'm Discord muted. I have a button that lets me know that. So even if I wasn't in call, I wouldn't be talking. Seb, hi! I can see stream finally because my Wi-Fi is being good to me. Nice! I hope it stays good to you for a little bit. For a little bit. Okay. That's loud. So this is deja vu.
Have you ever experienced the odd feeling where you could swear you'd been somewhere before or had the same conversation?
I get deja vus all the time.
Didn't. For no apparent reason, you feel like you're reliving a past experience. The sensation is so powerful.
Okay, wait. I want to share my theory about deja vu first. If you haven't heard me say it in the past. My theory on deja vu is whenever I get a deja vu, I like to think it's the universe confirming to me that I was meant to be exactly where I am right now, doing exactly what I'm doing at that moment. And oftentimes if it's like with a specific person, then I think I was meant to meet them or talk with them, whatever that means. So it's been like, to me, a deja vu is just the universe letting me know that no matter all the decisions I made, I'm still on the right path. As in, I believe we all have a destiny, but I believe we have freedom of choice. And so you could potentially not be on the right path. But whenever I get a deja vu, it's like a confirmation that I'm still on that right path with my decisions. Now, if you've never had a deja vu, I'm not saying you're on the wrong path. This is just like my little weird thing that I believe. It doesn't mean that's true. We're about to learn why we have deja vu. So.
People imagine that they have been there.
Actually, wait, let me get the coffee first because it's ready. Coffee! You were fucked, that was sticking in my heart. It's fucking stuck in my head. We just learned about that. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Cheers. It's hot. I just brewed it. That would make sense. That's exactly my thought on deja vu. Definitely appreciate some universe confirmation. Exactly. Well, let's learn the actual answer and be disappointed.
In a previous life. This sudden feeling of familiarity is known as déjà vu, which is a French term that literally means already seen.
Already seen. Yes.
Despite the fact that it occurs rarely, déjà vu is not an uncommon phenomenon in humans. About 60 to 70% of people experience déjà vu at some point in their lives, and it is most common between the ages of 15 and 25. The fact that déjà vu occurs so randomly, rapidly, and in individuals without a medical condition makes it extremely difficult to study. The simplest explanation is when you have déjà vu, it might not actually be déjà vu at all.
It's like your brain stuttering.
Could be happening because you've actually had the same experience in the past, but simply don't remember it.
Okay.
Researchers believe that
yeah, but like there's been times where I can predict the next thing. Like there's been times where I've literally been like, this is a déjà vu. This person's about to say blah, 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 blah. And I'm like I say that in my head. And I'm like, déjà vu, fuck. You know? So I don't know. Like, yes, you might have lived that in the past, but to the words specific,
is likely a memory phenomenon.
I thought it was a warning before.
When someone encounters a
Why, I don't
scenario
know.
that's similar to an actual memory, but they fail to recall the memory.
Imagine that
Part
fresh
of the brain that makes
brewed
us feel
coffee.
familiarity
Thank you,
is
Kiwi,
somehow
for the
activated
sarcasm.
without triggering other areas associated with memory.
Okay, wait. I didn't listen to
That's
that.
similar to an actual memory, but they fail to recall the memory. Part of the brain that makes us feel familiarity is somehow activated without triggering other areas associated with memory. That could explain why it's so difficult to pin down what feels familiar about the déjà vu. It's usually a vague familiarity, not a specific object or person. Another possibility is that a small seizure occurs in brain regions essential for memory formation and retrieval.
Small seizure?
For example, when you see your grandmother, spontaneous activity in these regions create an instant feeling of familiarity. With déjà vu, a brief synaptic misfiring might occur in these areas, creating the illusion that the event has occurred before. This is why people with temporal lobe epilepsy often experience déjà vu right before experiencing a seizure. These abnormal electrical discharges may also occur in everyone else, especially people in their teens and 20s, but on a smaller scale. Another theory suggests that it could be some sort of malfunctioning between the long and short-term circuits in the brain, meaning new information may take a shortcut straight to the
I
long-term
also
memory.
recall the exact time I thought I'd already lived it. Yeah, well, no, often I can't do that.
This skips over the mechanisms the brain normally uses to store information, so it could feel like we are experiencing something from the past. In another study, researchers triggered déjà vu by encouraging false memories in the minds of the study participants. When they looked at the functional MRI scans, they found that it wasn't the parts of the brains related to memory, but instead the part related to decision-making that lit up when they were experiencing déjà vu. This suggests that during déjà vu, we're sifting through our memories, seeing if there's some kind of error. Whatever the reason is for your eerie experiences, it's totally normal if you experience déjà vu a few times a year. You're not being haunted or having a premonition. Bits of your brain are just ever so slightly and briefly putting a memory in the wrong box.
But pretty much it hasn't been answered fully. I'm not getting a clear answer from this. Like, this is just stating all the others. So my theory is still good. It hasn't been debunked. It's all like just different potential answers. That's kind of cool though. Deja vus are awesome. Damn. And then weirdest brain disorders. Yeah, these were like solid picks for subjects for the brain episode.
Today we'll look at some.
Whoa, that's a nice voice. Yeah, solid picks for the videos, honestly. That was cool. We're not done, but you know.
Some of the strangest maladies of the mind. When we think about mental illness, we tend to first think about psychiatric disorders such as depression, schizophrenia, and the sometimes related psychoses. Perhaps we might even include certain serial killers who believe they hear voices telling them to do their bad deed, but some of the strangest things.
No, because it's so hard to study. Wait, what's hard to study? The brain? Oh, yeah, like, yeah.
Can happen to people will fall under what we call
Jesus Christ.
neurological.
Okay, hold on. I mean, not every time. It literally happened 2 days ago, and the series of very mundane things in a conversation about something I was doing, and I knew I dreamt about it about a week ago. No, sorry. Right. Sometimes I can be like, I just remember distant. And it's cool that you have like the specific memory of when you saw it. Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, I shared my theory on what they are to me, because that's the most logical answer. Also, why are you backwards? Face forward, you thing. Sorry, it was...
disorders, such as Parkinson's disease or dementia. In his book, The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat, the late great British neurologist Oliver Sacks wrote in detail about patients of whose realities were drastically altered because of changes in the brain. Hold on to your hats and welcome to this episode of the Infographic Show, Weirdest Brain Disorders.
Yeah.
Number 1. Retrograde amnesia. Now, short-term memory loss for anyone can be highly destabilizing, but
but is deja vu when you dream the same thing over and over? No, I don't think so. Are you actually having the same dream multiple times? I think you can have the same dream multiple times. I find that's a different thing even. Usually because it's such a mundane thing that I find it odd to have dreamt it. Then it happens and the pieces slot into into place. Nice. Yeah, like Annie, I think a dream repeating itself is very different because it's a dream. And the weird thing about deja vu is it's your reality currently happening. You know, I could have the same dream of running away from blah, blah, blah every night. But to be going through my daily actual awake state life where I have so little control over what could happen in the next 5 minutes and to all of a sudden know the events that are happening and potentially still know some of the next few. Like I find to me a deja vu always goes a little past me realizing it's a deja vu. So I'll be like, oh shit, I knew this, I knew that, I knew this, and this is coming, and then it happens, and I'm like, deja vu. So that's what I find, that's where I find they probably are different. Because a dream you could dream multiple times, but when it's like, there is no way for you and I to know what the next thing is. I don't know what could happen when I walked out my door, you know? Like I could walk outside my door and anything could happen. And when it happens, and you're like, I've seen this. It's like trippy.
Tell you a more complex tale about someone living in the past. We are taking this from Oliver Sacks' book only because he writes so well about the topic, in the chapter on what he calls brain deficits. Retrograde amnesia, in its most basic form, is not remembering anything before an accident or psychological event, or when an infection or disease occurs. One of Sacks' patients that turned up at his office was called Jimmy. Jimmy was 49 and the year was 1975, but Jimmy's memories were all around 1945. Jimmy still thought he was a young guy. The worst thing is...
But you know the dream too, when you have it over and over. You know what happens next in the dream? Do you dream of deja vu? No, because well, first of all, I'll have the same dream and still be going through the motion. I rarely go, oh, this is a dream I've had during the dream. I'll only realize once I awake, oh, I had that dream again, you know, but I still go through the motions. If the dream was running away from X, Y, and Z, and the next time I'm doing the same thing, I will still be doing the same thing. I'll still be actively running away from X, Y, and Z. So I don't know. I don't see it as, oh, this is a dream again, you know? I only realize that once I'm awake.
He couldn't form new...
But hey, maybe you experience it. That's the beauty of it. We all experience different things, right?
He lived only in the place in the past in which he just fought in a war, and he spoke like that young kid. Sacks wrote that Jimmy was isolated in a single moment of being. He is a man without a past.
But that's also trauma.
Stuck in a constantly changing, meaningless moment. Jimmy isn't alone.
A lot of trauma victims still feel that way.
Accidents or disease have led to this kind of thing happening. Imagine waking up one morning and having no idea where you are. Number 2, catatonia. There are two main types of catatonia.
I've heard that
can
word.
render the victim stiff in one position, unable to move, speak, or do anything, kind of like being a living statue. You can also have a kind of opposite catatonia, where you are extremely hyperactive. It's caused by a number of things, like infections such as encephalitis, but also by some psychiatric disorders. Sticking with Oliver Sacks, he once woke up some catatonic patients, and it was made into a film starring Robert De Niro called Awakenings. The film shows how even in the worst cases of catatonic rigidity, patients can still communicate a little. They can still think.
Yes!
One patient on a mental health forum we found described it like this: I could still think things in my head, but my thoughts were very slow, and actually verbalizing them was too much effort. He came out of it, of course. Number 3, incredible delusions. There are way too many delusional disorders to list here.
I looked at the mirror and freaked out.
One extreme delusional disorder is that of boanthropy. According to one journal, you'll know when someone is suffering from this as they might be down on all fours trying to eat grass. Yes, these people believe they are cows. Sigmund Freud called it a dream that just persisted, but it's a fairly unknown entity as far as madness goes. As we said, there are many crazy delusional states people suffer from, and they are common. Just walk into any psychiatric hospital, but some of those delusional states deserve a mention. Next on our list is number 4, Capgras syndrome. It's also sometimes called imposter syndrome. More common in women and children, the victim will think that someone close to him or her is someone else, an imposter. So you might call out your lover, wife, or brother.
Wait, that's not imposter syndrome as I know it. I thought imposter syndrome was about yourself, not about someone else not being who they say they are. My elbow fell from my desk. Hi guys, good morning. Hope I didn't miss much. It's okay, I've been up and down all night between puppy barking. Oh no. At neighbors pressing out front door and the music going on late into the night. Oh, dang.
It also sometimes involves animals or even houses. So one day you might come home and declare that your house of 10 years is not actually yours.
That's weird and sad.
About an American man that was convinced his cat was an imposter. It can be caused by a number of things, including brain injury, cerebral dysfunction, Alzheimer's disease, or dementia.
What I want to know, how can we say something... Wait, how can we say something and our brain both not register we've said it or hear ourselves say it? My sister and one of my kids and my niece told me I said, oh no, earlier, and I had zero recollection of it until I said, oh no, what? I think that has to do with very short-term memory. So it's short-term memory loss. It's just you're forgetting the things that happened like in the immediate moment. This is a thing some actors we experience a fair bit. Like I can go through a whole scene and hear cut, and then you go, whoa, that was so cool when you did that and you grabbed that. And I'm like, I grabbed that? What? So there is like, it all comes down to an absence of yeah, I can only explain it as like potentially your memory is just not storing, your short-term events are not storing in your memory. And like, I will genuinely not remember what I did in this take of the scene until I see it or until I have to go really deep and like focus and be like, okay, so we said that, we did that, I sat here, and then I guess my hand reached for the pill bottle, maybe? There was a scene once where it was funny as fuck, and a friend of mine, like in the acting class, pretended to be my horse. It was a really weird, extremely weird scene. He pretended to be my horse, and I would enter the scene on him, and I was playing ukulele, walking. I think I used to have that on Instagram. And then I would tie him up to this rail, like the same way you tie a horse. And I blacked out that whole scene. I wasn't fucking aware. I wasn't present. The scene happened. It was like the character took over, the story took over, and then we heard cut. And then after the fact, I was like, I don't even know how I tied him up because I had never practiced it. I had never rehearsed it. And then I was trying to think back. I was trying to think back to how I tied him up. And I was like, right, I think I went over, around, potentially did this loop. And I was like going through the events myself. And I was like, okay, I guess I found the answer. And then I found out someone recorded that part of the scene. And I watched the video and it was not at all what I thought my memory was remembering. I tied the knot completely different. And I was like, how did this happen? But that, yeah, anyway, yeah, I think that's my answer about it. Yeah, it was weird. I assumed she was hearing things. This is everything you say, Sam. Have we ever heard you say, I said that? Exactly. It's just your brain doing the thing. Automatism potentially could have to do with it. It's your brain doing the thing and thinking instantly. Nah, I don't need to remember that.
And may happen to people suffering from paranoid hallucinatory schizophrenia. Now, that must be scary for the believer and, of course, their loved ones.
But yeah, it happens a lot to actors.
You might think would be to suffer from
like,
number 5.
I swear to you, if you say cut and then you go, cool, how'd you think that went? I'll be like, I don't fucking know. I don't remember it. So often. It pisses off some coaches and other coaches are happy about it. I'm personally happy about it. When I disappear and I don't remember it, it means the character did its thing and I wasn't, like Seb, the actor, wasn't imposing his own things. So when I don't remember how shit went, it's because the character took over and it's lovely. It's fucking amazing. But yeah, some coaches are like, I have one of my 2 classes that I'll say, she'll be like, so what did you think? And I'm like, I don't fucking remember. I don't know anything. I think this happened. And she'll be so mad at me. She's like, you're supposed to know. And I'm like, I don't know. I was just vibing. I was floating. I like this. But that's because as an actor, I like the intuitive way of doing it. And that's normal. Like, not every coach believes the same things and trains you the same ways, you know? Well, I just wanted to know that what I was knowing. We just all wanted to know what, oh yeah, can definitely forget what I was doing or about to do, but not instantly forgetting having spoke it at all. Wait. I definitely forget what I was doing or about to do, but not instantly forgetting having spoke at all. Yeah, like, oh no, coming out is definitely it's definitely.
I don't fucking know shit.
I like that one. Anything for the 100 bits. I don't fucking know shit. I feel like that's a very fitting audio for me. I love it.
Cotard syndrome. Okay, it's very
Cotard.
rare. If you do get it, you will believe you are already dead, that your body is in a state of putrefaction, and basically that you no longer exist as a living being.
Whoa.
For this reason, you don't do anything and can waste away. One recent case involved a Scottish man that had been sick and was then released from the hospital. His mother thought it would be a good idea to take him away to South Africa, except the man had developed Cotard syndrome, believing the spirit of his mother was showing him around hell. It also recently happened to a former British soldier who told the press in 2016, "I convinced myself I was actually dead. I felt I was literally a dead man walking. It was as if I was a ghost." Again, there are a number of neurological and psychological reasons this might happen to someone. Number 6, Tourette syndrome. You've probably all heard about this, as it has been so well documented on TV and in film, but that often only involves just one symptom of the disease, which is people just spitting out curse words or insults to anyone and everyone.
I'm not supposed to laugh.
It's an excess of the mind. It can be verbal, but it can also be in the form of nervous tics, such as hand movements, coughing, blinking, etc. These are often not that bad, and perhaps you know someone with the less extreme form of this disease. It's thought about 1% of young people suffer from it, so it might not sound too strange to you now. But one case that Oliver Sacks writes about is strange, as the victim, known as Witty Tishi Ray, was almost incapacitated by multiple tics of extreme violence coming in volleys every few seconds. He was in a state of despair, hardly ever being able to stop these mini convulsions. In fact, they did stop when he played jazz. They seemed to help his playing, giving him an element of originality and creativity. So when he went to slow himself down, he became depressed that his jazz suffered. Sacks then agreed with Ray that he would only take the meds on weekdays when he wasn't playing, and on the weekends he was back to his ticky self and being a great unpredictable jazz musician. Number 7, extreme
That's incredible.
Sticking with the subject of impulse control, there is something that could end up far worse than not being
You didn't watch this one before you posted it that made you sad? Oh, I'm sorry.
That is autophagy.
I find it's a great video.
It's not strictly classified as a mental disorder, but it does occur, usually alongside
some people have eaten themselves.
Institute of Health reported in 2012 about an Indian man who couldn't stop biting his fingernails. That didn't give him enough satisfaction, so he moved on to his fingers until he literally had none left on both hands. CBI writes, in our patient's case, self-mutilating behavior was associated with severe diabetic neuropathy, impulsivity, and social isolation.
How did
it could be worse? Some people suffer from something called number 8, apodymnophilia, or body integrity identity disorder. This is also linked to self-mutilation, but is perhaps more extreme than biting off your fingers. People suffering from apodymnophilia have the sometimes unstoppable desire to amputate a limb.
Like
their own limb, of course. Even though there is nothing wrong with that limb, they believe it to be alien and want nothing more than to get rid of it. It's thought there are only a few people who have self-amputated their limb, but apparently a lot of people are thinking about it. In 2015, Vice interviewed a man called John. John had once had body integrity identity disorder, but has since removed his alien limb. It was my left leg below the knee that bothered me. I was into my early teens when I figured out that I wanted to be an amputee, he told Vice. He felt his limb just didn't belong to him, and he found groups of other people online that had the same problems with one of their limbs. He said he planned to pretend to fall off his bike and let a train run over his leg, but John didn't want to say how he actually ended up cutting off his leg. Later, when it was done, I was awash with relief. It was over, and I was free, he said. It's thought this occurs when there has been damage to the brain's right parietal lobe, but it's still a condition that causes a lot of speculation between mental health professionals and neurologists. Other studies point towards erotic impulses or gender identity disorder. NCBI writes that it's still a bit of a mystery, but sufferers are usually men and they usually want to remove a leg over an arm.
Okay. Because I would agree with the gender identity. I don't want to call it a disorder, but the same way someone who's trans might look at, like, if a trans woman might look at a penis and be like, this isn't mine, this isn't me, which is just as fitting and absolutely understandable. So it's like surprising, the idea of wanting to chop off a limb, but I think if you consider it going at it a safe way instead of like grabbing an axe and just fucking axing away your leg or arm, I think if there was a safe way, I feel like if someone feels like this is an alien limb and it's not theirs, and I mean, this subject seems to have gotten better after the fact.
The number of participants that there are quite a few of these people around. So, do you know anyone with any of the aforementioned brain disorders? Or perhaps you've heard of a brain disorder that we didn't mention? Tell us about it in the comments. Also, be sure to check out our other video called Worst Prison Experiments Conducted on...
Okay, I'm gonna sit back down. Wow! Yo, I like that video. That was really cool because it makes you realize this video wasn't to say that any of it is wrong. It was just to say that some people's brains do think these things. And that's just their natural brain reaction to these things. And that is kind of incredible, not gonna lie. Holy shit! What a good Saturday school about the brain. It was so varied in videos. Whoa! I really liked it. Yeah, honestly, kudos for the videos this week. The official was canceled too? Wait, what's happening? Missing class, Beltane celebrations. Ooh, I don't know what that is, but nice. Okay, let's drop the music a little bit. Like, drop my volume before I hit play, because otherwise we could all have a heart attack. We don't want that. Okay, what time is it? 2:46. We got through the videos, and we got through fast. Okay, it's 2:46. I'm like trying to figure out what I want to do for the rest of the stream. What was that? Okay, enough. What do I want to do right now? I don't know. I don't have anything I particularly... Beltane celebrations are in short bonfires? Oh, that's so cool. And very short. That's still cool. Nice! You know what? My brain's a little out of it, obviously, because we learned about the brain, but also because I've been sick as a motherfucker. I do feel better, so I think I'm on the up and up. I think things are looking up. We'll have to see how I feel tomorrow and how I feel for the rest of the day. But I think we might end today short. I think that's a solid answer for me. I think that's the way to go. Has anyone ever played the game called Figurates? Oh wait, there was a game I wanted to try on stream. That's so true. Like one of those puzzle games. Fuck. I think someone posted it in gaming chat. Hold up. Gaming room. What's been posted in gaming room? It was part of the, or was it just not there? Hold up. It was like another part of the Wordle bullshit stuff, you know? Not bullshit, but you get what I mean. Like, another... Yinchi plays? What the heck? Enough! What you doing? What you doing? You don't have to do that. Now there's emojis all over my screen. Yinchi plays, thank you for gifting 5 subs. What the heck? And Michelle, thank you for the 46 bits.
Started swimming in the water, boy. You dipped them fat little toes.
Thank you so much. What the heck?
Seb, just wanted to send these couple of bits to say how glad I am that you are feeling better
Hurdle
today.
Framed. Was it framed? I think it's framed.
Purple heart.
Okay, I'm glad that you're feeling better today. We want the best for you to be well and happy. I'm always trying to be well and happy. You know, so you don't have to worry about me. I think it was framed because it's like the movie based on Framed. Yes. Okay. I just found it too in the chat. Okay. I want to try out Framed. Although it's just, it's so easy instantly. Ready for this? Fuck it, is it? Oh no. Oh damn, with this train? Or wait, no, I got it right. Oh, I got it right. Why did it give me a second picture? But this one's in 9 hours. But, okay, cool. We did Framed. Yinchi, thank you for the 5 gift subs. That's a lot. Michelle, thank you for the 46 bits. Don't you worry. I am a happy bean. Even when I feel like shit, I wasn't depressed this week. I was just exhausted. I wasn't depressed. I still felt great, like mentally, you know? Things are going well for me. I'm very happy. Quinn is a great time. So I'm particularly enjoying working with Quinn. The Spicy website had to be put on hold this week because I didn't have the energy to take pictures or do those things. I do have to have a conversation with the Spicy website folks, like people that are on there, because I do feel like I'm letting them down a little. And so I just want to make sure that people still want it, you know, but that's a conversation I'll have over there, I think, because that's a more fitting place for it. What else? Okay, I can't believe I got framed this fast though. Wait, but there's one from, okay, there was a Wordle. What's the game where you have lines and words to guess? Crosswords, right? But there's a crosswords from New York Times. Like they created a crosswords like, not like Wordle. All right, let's thank you for the 145 bits. Oh, Sudoku. Yo, we could just do these games? Oh, no, you have to sub. Fuck that. Is that what it is? I saw someone do it on TikTok, and I was like, this is great. No, fuck you. Play without an account. That's not what I want at all. Never mind. Dang it! What was it? There was like a cool looking crossword looking. Many New York Times crosswords are fun. Some of them are hard. Okay, anyway, I won't do that. You know what? I will stick by what I said. Let's just end the stream early. We did the frames. It was Inception. That was quick as shit. But Inception's a great movie. Okay, hey, if you showed up today to hang out, thank you so much. We'll be back on Monday, and I will do like an Instagram vote thingy for whether we're doing Stanley Parable right away or if we're finishing the Artful Escape first. That'll be like a poll I'll do on Instagram. Potentially not today. Like I'll probably do it tomorrow for Monday, right? Next week's topics. Well, you see fitness, I was inspired, but no, I think we're going to stick with the order. So the next up was Vikings. But I'll post it. I'll announce it officially. It's most likely Vikings for next week, which I'm kind of down, not going to lie. And the one after Vikings will be religions. Religions. Or religion as a whole. The idea of religion. Anyway, but that'll be like 2 weeks. But the one from next Saturday is, for next Saturday will be Vikings. Yeah, fuck it. It's Vikings. Let me make the announcement still. But that's it. Okay. This is your chance to write a little something. If you wanted to bring up a question, bring up whatever. But other than that, we're gonna hop on over to off. We're gonna hop on over to off. Cause English and brain things. Have a good time zone. Take good care of yourselves. Twitch has been such a strange thing. Oh, y'all, we have to talk about Twitch in the future. Some weird shit's happening with Twitch. Who knows? By this summer, there's gonna be some. I mean, I'm not talking about it yet because I feel like they're gonna take it back. Twitch has been saying some weird shit on what they plan on doing in the future, and they're kind of just saying like, "Fuck you." Anyway, have a good time zone. For now, we don't have to worry about it because, like I said, there's a chance they take it all back. Have a good self-care Sunday if it's Sunday for you, or if it's Sunday tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Do good things. Everything's all right, okay? And if you're real busy, don't worry about it. You got this. But if you're like me and you're exhausted as fuck, it's okay for us to rest. Stop, music. It's too much. It's okay for us to rest. It is, okay? That's it for me. I'll see you all on Monday at 1 p.m. PST. Bye-bye.